Good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn the Poisson distribution. It is available on the page number 160 on the textbook. First of all, we have to learn some of the properties of the Poisson distribution, or we can say that these are the characteristics of the Poisson distribution that may be asked in the theoretical way in the examination. So very first property is it is a discrete distribution. It is a part of the discrete distribution. You all know that there are the two kinds of the distribution, and it is the part of the discrete one. It will describe the rare events. In the Poisson distribution, you will learn a very rare events like accidents, like any kinds of the fire is there. So that are the rare events will be the part of your sums. Each occurrence is independent of the other occurrence. If we are going to check it out, the occurrences or events, they are independent from each other. It will describe the discrete occurrence over a continuum, or we can say interval. During a specific period of time, they will give you the examples. For example, in a bank, during a morning time, how many customers are visiting the bank? It is a kind of a Poisson distribution. It is describing a certain kinds of the interval level of the problem. The occurrence in each interval can range from 0 to infinity. It will provided you in the sum. How many occurrences are there? How many time customer are visiting in the bank? They will provide you, and for that further you have to calculate the Poisson distribution. And last one is the expected number of the occurrence must hold the constant throughout the experiment. You cannot change, you cannot alter the number of occurrences that are already given in the sum. It will be constant, it will be one and same throughout the experiment. Now in the next one, they are giving you some of the examples for the Poisson type of the situation. You can go through it and get the some more information about the Poisson distribution. So in the next one, see there is a formula for the Poisson distribution. See in the box they are given P of x equals to lambda raised to x. It will be denoted as a lambda. See, it is highlighted in the above paragraph. Lambda raised to x into e raised to minus lambda upon x factorial. Here the e term is there. In the next, where they have explained everything, x will be 0 to anything, lambda will be your long run average that will be provided in the sum, and e's value will be 2.718282. Remember this value, it will not be changed, e will be same every time, e will be 2.718282. so you can use this value, and for this kinds of the problem you will require some scientific calculator, and if you are not having that, don't worry, you are having one additional table to solve out this kinds of the problem. So next we will go for the solution of the problem. Okay, exercise number 5.4, sum number 5.15. Find the following values by using the Poisson formula. First problem is given where x will be 4 and lambda will be 2. So first of all, we will write down the sum. X will be 4, lambda will be 2. So the formula is P of x equals to lambda raised to x into e raised to minus lambda upon x factorial. X is 4, lambda is 2. So 2 raised to 4 into e raised to minus 2 upon 4 factorial. Right? 2 raised to 4 into e's value is 2.718282 raised to minus 2 upon 4 factorial. So this thing you can solve out through the scientific calculator, and if you are not having the scientific calculator, then for the e value they have provided the separate table in the last pages of the textbook. Let's see that. See on the page number 793, they have provided you the e raised to table, right? So here we want the e raised to minus 2. Here every time they will provide you the directly minus value. See here they have mentioned the minus value raised to. So you are required the value of the 2. So here the 2 value is here 2.0, that is the 2. So that is the value is 0.1353. So 2 raised to 4 into 0.1353 upon 4 factorial. So the answer will be 16 into 0.1353 upon 24. 0.0902. This is your answer.